Hi, and welcome to another Sadda squad. We're going to have a bit of dissection into yesterday's defeat against RCB and look forward to tomorrow's game against Mumbai. And we have our super share in the lead and our analyst from Sports Breakdown, Pavan, who will give us a neutral view so we can get the best both sides of the argument for our team. Firstly, to you, David. Bad defeat for us again yesterday. I think a match what we should have won. What was the biggest lesson learned from yesterday for us?
Avoiding schoolboy errors. That's it. Could have
Yes, avoiding schoolboy errors. There was 2 or 3 schoolboy errors that we saw yesterday. So yeah, I agree with that. We'll elaborate that on that slide later. But yesterday's defeat to RCB would have been like a 4-point cushion. There's a log jam on 6 points now in the table. What did Punjab do wrong yesterday, in your opinion?
Yeah, I think it's mainly to do with the batting. I think they could have done things better. I think yesterday, I think Prabhu Sriram, the way that he got out, I think he could have taken a bit more responsibility. I think after getting that half century, I think, and then Livingston, I think first match, I think I felt the selection of PBKS was a bit wrong. They should have stick with Sikandar Asa yesterday, but then they went with Livingston. His first match, you cannot expect things from Livingston in the first match itself. So he failed as well. So the middle order, especially without Dhawan yesterday, I think PBK's batting was a bit short, I would feel. And that's where I think PBK's lost, I feel, yesterday.
Yes, I think that's one thing that we have to look at is the selection of the batting order. And, today, no Shikhar Dhawan and no Sikandar Raza. Was that a shock to you in the vid? Sikandar being out and Short being kept in?
Shikhar being out, obviously, there had to be, we had to falter with Shikhar not being there because he's our only anchor. So yeah, I was expecting, bit of harakiri in the batting lineup, but I didn't expect so much harakiri, which what happened in the middle, with Short trying to go against the matchup, with Shah Rukh trying to take on someone he's not familiar with. I mean, his game is not familiar with. So it was expected, but this wasn't expected the way everything unfolded. So yeah, it was a bit surprising, especially the way, the way our players got run out, the lack of game awareness, bowling 12 extras, the fielding unit has been pathetic as well. So these things never help your cause.
Yes, and there's some things that are that argument. The fielding, yes, the 2 run-outs were crucial. I think those 2 run-outs, had they missed the stumps, Harpreet Bhatia was well into his innings. That he would have been that anchor, that second anchor that we've always talked about. And why did he didn't come in at third position? Why he did come in on third position? And that's what was shocking to me because we needed the anchor to see us through the power play and then keep the strength of the hitting later on in the innings. And again, the run-outs were crucial, so especially the Sam Curran one. But to you, obviously, some lessons learned in there. We're going into the Mumbai game. What do you think Punjab should do? Because they've not fielded their best 11 players for me up until now.
Yeah, I agree. I think Matthew Short should go out for Sikandar Asa. I feel that change will happen, and I hope Dhawan will be fit in the next game. This is very crucial match against NY because they need to get those 2 points somehow. And then when it comes to bowling front, I think Sam Curran did, I think 175 was the target they could have achieved. I think it's a bit with the batting that they need to sort out things. Bowling wise, I think Rahul Chaha could do better perhaps. I would like to see a Kavirappa in the team, I would feel, but I don't know who to obviously bring him. I mean, Arshdeep was not bad yesterday. I think Nathan Ellis, I would like Kagiso Rabada coming back, especially at the bunker day. I think Kagiso Rabada's pace, especially him bowling the Yorkers and his variations will help. I think Ellis's variations, it works at the Mohali, but at the bunker day, I would like to see Rabada. I think Rabada will be a threat, especially in the power play against the MI openers, especially Rohit Sharma and Ishant Kishan. So I would like to see Rabada back into the team. And also I would like to see Sikandar Asa and Shikhar Dhawan back into the team. Those will be my questions.
What about you, David? Your views on that? Do you agree with Pavan, or do you have some different plan in mind.
Rahul Chahar, I guess he bowled well yesterday. 4 for 24 is not that bad. And as far as cover up is concerned, yeah, the 11, I don't know exactly why is it happening. Maybe, we used to blame the coaching setup that they are chopping and changing too much. They are not coming with a settled 11. But now, with as much as we know Trevor Willis, you know better than us because you have been familiar with the English game, with the English surroundings. It is quite shocking when you see someone like Trevor Willis who doesn't chop and change much is making so many changes. Because even today, when I was free, I had some time in my hand. I went through the entire, lineups of the teams Trevor Willis has coached, and one thing which I found out common was he used to stick with the 11. He used to get his 11 right before, fifth or sixth game. He used to set down his 11, and that particular 11 used to play. Yeah, there used to be changes, one or two changes probably, depending on the conditions. But he never changed, chopped and changed, and and so many in such numbers. So it is coming as a shock to me as well now. That is it really Trevor Willis who's making these changes, or is it happening from somewhere else? Because if it is happening from somewhere else, then we are doomed. We are doomed for good, I'm telling you. Because last 15 years, these are the mistakes which we have done. We haven't like people who aren't familiar with the on-field activities, if they are taking part in on-field activities, then it is done and dusted. Then there's no need of Trevor Willis here.
Yeah, but that's what's important. That decision. Yeah, that decision making is very important. I think this time we've been hampered by some injuries because of the Shikhar Dhawan. He would be in the first lineup. I think Rabada hasn't been fit and Livingston hasn't been fit. But in the RCB game, we should have stuck with Sikandar Raza. We probably should have dropped short because you can't drop your man of the match in the last game and place him with somebody who's struggling against spin. And especially as Paul knows, that spinner is Hasaranga, who's very decent. So I think
Also,
there was yeah.
also I feel, we sent in Livingston a bit early. Like we shouldn't have sent in Livingston at that point and that point in that point position. We could have held him back for a moment. We could have promoted. One thing I'm not getting it again. With such crucial positions, why aren't we trying SRK at number 3 for number 4 for once? Because he's firing down the order. We know he'll come. He'll get you 10, 12, 13. But as far as I know, during our last game last year, he came in and he played a good knock. It wasn't a very big knock, something around 56. It wasn't like that, but he came and chipped in from valuable 30s or 40s. So we can be doing it. Like we can try promoting SRK as the order to change the momentum to go and play a counter-attacking knock at the top. I don't know why we ain't doing it.
Yeah, I think that was a very good point that you made there because what went wrong yesterday is Livingston. I've seen him in England. You need to put him after the 9th or 10th over. He's a bit like Maxwell. You put him in the 9th or 10th over, and then you say 10 overs, there you go. Just go and blast away. And I think Shahrukh could have been promoted the form he's in. But the one thing I have to talk to about is Jitesh Sharma because I think that lad did us very proud yesterday.
Yeah, I think he did a really good role. I think he brought the game until the end. Somehow batting at number 6. His recent form has been good. He's been playing well even the last season as well. He's taking responsibility as well when the rest of the middle order is faltering. So that's good to see Jitesh Sharma stepping up and especially at crucial moments, especially in the death as well. Him smashing boundaries over fast bowlers. So that's good signs for PBKs. That's why I feel like they could promote Jitesh Sharma above Livingston at certain scenarios. I think especially yesterday they could have done that with the form that he's in. I feel they should have brought in Harpreet Bhatia, especially at number 3. I do kind of agree that Shah Rukh Khan could have been promoted, but I feel like he should be kept at the end, like because he's normally good as a finisher. I feel that's what he has been doing in domestic cricket as well. I think they should have brought in Harpreet Bhatia number 3 and perhaps Jitesh Sharma above Livingston and then kept Livingston to the 10th or 11th over and see how PBKs could approach from there. But really very good from Jitesh Sharma. He really impressed me yesterday and hope he can continue this sort of form.
Yes, I think that go ahead.
Only issue what I feel with Jitesh is because it has been quite for time now that last year we played one such game against Delhi. The only thing I want this to do is now, to try to take that inning. I mean, well, like we needed 13 and 2 overs last evening. We needed 13 and 2. And somehow, okay, fine, we had lost those wickets, but you know, he just needs to finish such games. I know I'm expecting too much from him with no wickets at the end, but that this could have been done if he had waited a bit. He had been patient a bit. Like we have seen Dhoni doing it with 8 wickets down or 9 wickets down. He's already always done it. Like taking the game a bit deep. Like you need 13 off 2. He'll just try to take doubles, singles, and then hit a boundary. So something which he needs to, Jitesh, if he could add to his game, like maybe it will be both beneficial to our team and to our Jitesh as well. Because even last evening he just got out trying to just break the shackles, but maybe playing singles, just trying those down.
I think yesterday he couldn't do that yesterday. Also because we ran out of wickets. I think the Barad really was the big one. Barad and him went to the and then was Barad got out. We had that in any batting left. So I think the main thing for us to learn from, summing up on what we've just talked about, is get our best 11 on the park, make sure that the people are batting in the right positions, and make sure that we can be more game aware. I think with those three things, our bowling is looking after itself. I think if we can get those three elements right, we will be in form from Mumbai, and it's now become a must-win for us because we don't want to fall too back on the teams that have got 8 points, and Mumbai is now a direct competitor to us for that third and fourth spot. So guys, thank you for your time. Thank you. Keep us supporting the franchise. Definitely follow Pogan on the Sports Breakdown. Brilliant channel. Thank you for your analysis. And David, great work on the Twitter space as well. Guys, follow us on our social medias at Sadda Squad, on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Instagram. We have 1,000 members now. Let's make it more. And remember, just like Punjabi, Sadda Punjab. Thank you.